That's right, boys. Welcome to the side of the ring, because it's time for some ringside rumors. WrestlingNews.co claims they have sources telling them Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens is currently planned for a Royal Rumble in January. I'm just going to go ahead and say, because they were talking about how, like, it could potentially be Kevin Owens, but they haven't, like, sat down and actually penciled it in. It's going to be Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. I mean, like, I feel like that's what it's going to be. If it sounds like that's what it's going to be, that's probably what it's going to be. Next, what's more, they claim Reigns versus Zayn is happening at Elimination Chamber in Montreal in February. I forget where I heard this from, but I heard it through the grapevine as I was like passing through. It kind of, like whizzed past my head, and I was like, oh, okay. I feel like that was something that everyone and their grandmother was like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? You know what I mean? Because everybody is like, bro, Sami Zayn is the greatest, and what would happen if Sami Zayn were going to take on Roman Reigns at some point, you know? Everyone is hoping that Sami Zayn comes out of this as like a champion, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like Cody Rhodes is going to take one of the belts, so we're going to have to wait and see. Next, on top of that, they claim it's also planned that Owens and Sami Zayn will team up in a match against the Usos for the tag team titles at WrestleMania 39. That match is going to be absolutely fantastic. You could definitely take the titles off of the Usos at that point, because they already beat that's it. They beat the record already. They're done. If they take the titles off of if they get the titles taken off of them now, no one can be upset. They beat the record. They're in the bloodline. Like, it's fine. I really don't think that's going to be a big deal. You could also do a thing of like, they lose and then Roman's like, I cast you out, you know? And then they're like, oh, and sad violin. And then, they become faces after that. So, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. I missed one. I didn't mean to do that. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said there's been continued talks of doing another WWE draft after WrestleMania 39. Why do I feel like that doesn't, like, mean anything? Obviously, Triple H has been, like, sticking to it, but, like, I don't know why I have this weird feeling in my mind where it's like, oh, who cares? They're just going to go on other shows. But I don't think that that's true. And then with the whole Survivor Series, well, I mean, I guess that's not really a thing anymore. I guess we don't have to consider that. So, I don't know. Maybe they're going to bring back bragging rights. Who knows? Next, Tideful Select says Brian Kendrick was listed internally as a producer for matches at Survivor Series. He hasn't been seen since he was fired by AEW over controversial remarks made in a 2011 video that surfaced shortly after he was announced for a match there. Which is really what confused me, because I was like, isn't this the guy that was like talking about conspiracies and saying how, like, tragic events like weren't real or whatever? I forget what he was talking about. Not whatever to the events. I'm saying, like, what he was saying and stuff like that. What match did he work on? I think he worked on the War Games match. Like, I mean, look, they let him back in, I guess. So, like, is it bad that he was there? I don't know. Finally, WWE is planning a major event on January 18th, 2023 in India, says Sportskeeda. So we already talked about this earlier today in the, I wasn't trying to make a joke. I promise you I wasn't trying to make a joke. Man, that was the most accidental joke I've ever made. I literally have nothing more to say about it, because we already talked about it. So literally all I can say is we gotta wait and see what happens. What do we talk about? Let's see. Roman versus Kevin Owens. That sounds like it's gonna be it. Roman versus Zayn is happening. Okay, so Roman versus Kevin is happening at Royal Rumble, and then Roman versus Zayn is happening at Elimination Chamber in Montreal. That's what I heard. That's really what tipped me. That's really what made me remember, is they were saying how it's gonna be in Canada. So, I mean, we gotta wait and see. It sounds like that's what's gonna happen, but again, we don't always know. Let's see. Owens and Zayn will team up against Usos at WrestleMania 39. That'll be a great match. We don't know what's actually going to happen. I mean, Stone Cold is apparently penciled in, so people are saying he's going to face CM Punk. We got to wait and see what happens, folks. Okay. Yeah, Fightful Selects with Brian Kendrick was a producer for matches at Survivor Series, but then he got fired because he was a conspiracy nut. If he's there and he's a producer, they obviously either A, don't know, or B, they do know and they don't care. So, I don't know. And finally, WWE is planning a major event January 18th, 2023 in India, says Sportskeeda. So, yeah, man. You gotta wait and see what that's gonna be like. I don't really know, what the plans are for that, but only time will tell, so we'll have to wait and see. That's gonna do it for this episode, boys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, because I certainly enjoyed making it, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one.